Stop.
Going to go to the kitchen.
There's lots of wood here, definitely. Even the doors are bare wood or varnished, I think. It must look like that. And we've moved right into the kitchen first off, so I guess...
I think that the kitchen's my favorite place in this house. Because... I suppose because of the obvious thing of eating and drinking. Perhaps also because I work at home and coming into the kitchen I relief from work, and it's a place where I can sit down and look at the window, see the birds flying past and the trees. I feel that's the main side. Even if I'm working into this all day, I work on my own. I can often see my neighbors across the road there cooking in the kitchen, or maybe sitting at their desk studying or working or something like that. And occasionally you can see some neighbors. The garden there, the community garden next door. In fact, there's a man there, really. I don't know if he's working, just picking some branches. But when we met into this house, we thought that we wouldn't sit into the kitchen room all the time, because it's a place where we usually get together in the evening and talk together about work and other things, and probably we wouldn't do this here, because so I'm really pleased to do, and that it's still living for us to be together.
You need to imagine his voice as a woman's voice.
Of course it is, for other things too, but washing.
This room has got bigger windows, maybe than the others.
Sure that for a lot of people the kitchen is a nice place. Also, I think there's always something warm in there, something, a cooker. It seems to me that's a house alive.
I think the kitchen's probably white, but I think there's maybe some bare plaster or something. The table could be wood as well. And there's a really good view. I feel like it's high up. And there's a good view outside, because you can see all these other things. There's not a lot of other sounds going on just now. You can hear other people talking in the background, but it's very distant. I don't really know what they're saying. There's two voices, one male, one female.
Sometimes when the airplanes come over, it's incredibly loud. It's usually quite a peaceful room, or quite quiet, because there's just a lane out the back rather than a main road, so you don't hear traffic. But occasionally the airplane noise makes it feel as though something's about to crash into the roof of the house. But maybe this one's on a different flight path.
I think this is a generous flat, generous proportions. There's a lot of stone and a lot of natural things here.
I'm trying not to work in the kitchen because I've spent a lot of time there. It's a bad idea.
She's opening something. It sounds like something from the radio there. It was just a cadence at the end of something.
I like listening to the radio because it's always unpredictable, and I never see programs. I just turn on and see what's playing. This is quite lucky. Sometimes it's disappointing when you're working. You're expecting music and it's spoken words. And I very rarely recognize what the piece of music is. It's just, just listen, and if I like it, I stay. I turn off it, I don't. Part of new music, like lead junctions and listening notes. this is good kind of music for cooking or thinking and opening wine.
It's classical music and there's like lots of strings, bit of piano, lots of piano. Nothing discordant, nothing jarring. Or just really...
If someone talks to you, then it's quite good. It's good talking.
Really pleasant background
music.
music.
Of course. I think it's very different for composers. People just talk on the music.
There's still other people in the house, but I don't know where they are. I don't feel like they're in the same room, but it feels like there's discussion going on. Oh, there's something kind of big getting moved. You can tell it's pretty big. It's kind of heavy across the floor, making a big slide. I can't really tell what it is, but it seems like it's solid. It's not a chair. It's not something that's got air going through it. They're still oh, they're moving it again. Oh, it's something much louder, and it feels like something on wheels as well, and now it feels like we're outside. And something's squeaking, or the outside's come inside or something. And you can hear really high-pitched noises. And there's a sort of regular sort of sound going on, but it sounds more mechanical, but of the outside world, not mechanical of household objects. And there's still this discussion going on in the background. And the two voices are quite different. The man's voice seems much more practical. Oh, he's louder now as well. I think she was trying to get rid of him there. It feels like he was trying to tell a story, but it's like it was time to go and the front door's closed. I think he was doing some work or something, or delivering something. It's kind of quiet again. I'm guessing she's gone back into the kitchen, but I didn't really hear her getting there. And you can hear the music in the background again. It's kind of turned the classical music into sort of nothing in the background. Like it's no more important than the... In fact, it's less important than the big squeak of the door, which is hugely prominent. I think she's just sitting in the kitchen again. Maybe she's in a douam or something then. It seems like a really resonant house, like everything's really live. Like not very much would go under the radar. You would hear everything. You'd know where people were. You could locate them really easily. It's really gentle, the sounds. You can hear the sounds from outside. You can hear someone coughing a little bit. I can hear other voices again. The hinges are very piercing, I have to say, on the doors. Very high. But I'm not sure, it feels as if she's actually trying to play the doors because she knows that this sound will be of interest to us or something. Because it's quite slow. There's something else now, and it's like, it's actually like impending doom. It's like a loud motor or something boiling, or it could just be an aeroplane, I suppose. But everything gets distorted when you listen to it again through the material that you've recorded it on, and then through these headphones, and then back out. via my ears, trying to make them into something visual that I can recognise and try and help you with. She seems busy in the kitchen now. We're really present back in the room. We don't hear the things of outside as much anymore. I kind of think the kitchen's quite cold, but I think it's because I imagine the dimensions as generous ceilings and things, so it probably is quite cold. Oh, the piano music's rolling on in the background. It's like, well, I know it's probably really nice, but it's just like scales up and down and up and down. It stopped. You get a reassuring click as it absolutely stopped.
If you were part of the audience, what would you think of all this? And how would you feel?
Oh dear. I might think I don't understand art anymore. I don't know what contemporary artists are doing, but I'm quite interested in field recording. You have a little glimpse of somebody else's house and what it contains, what noises meant.
She seems quite serious, quite particular. But she's thinking a lot. There's a lot of sound of things being swapped over here. Feels like things being exchanged.
Is what you hear and think different now that you are holding the microphones and wearing the headphones?
A lot of clambering of feet and things being dropped, and there's a general bustliness, and you can hear, oh my goodness, really squeaky floor.
God, the fridge sounds terrifying.
I think the fridge might have been the impending doom that I heard earlier. That sort of constant murmur. It is quite low. But never
I don't know
mind.
if this will work. It's great, I can hear the birds sitting on the top of the chimney.
That impending doom sound is like really impending.
What do you think the actual audience will think about what she thought they would think?